Thank you so much for the introduction. Very nice to meet everybody. I'm Victor, co-founder and CEO of Theo, and I'm excited to be here and tell you how we solve some of the biggest challenges in last mile delivery. 5 to 15 euros. That is how much each food and grocery delivery costs just in labor. It's one of the main reasons that companies like Delivery Hero have recorded losses of over 1 billion euros just in the first half of 2021. On top of that, the World Economic Forum expects an increase of 30% in emissions and 12 minutes added to the daily commute caused by last mile deliveries by 2030. And lastly, current autonomous last mile solutions use tech stacks that are prohibited by current autonomous vehicle regulations. So let me introduce to you Theo. Theo is a trike-sized, semi-autonomous robot for last-mile delivery, and we operate them as a full-service delivery solution. Our robots have a range of 135 kilometers and travel 20 kilometers per hour on the bicycle lane, while carrying up to 100 kilos in 8 different compartments. With that, we can reduce the cost of the last mile by up to 70%, reduce emissions by 60%, and reduce congestion by 20%. And best of all, at the core of our technology lies a software stack that fits right within the new regulations for autonomous driving that was passed at the end of last year. Within that law, direct access to the controls of the vehicle, also known as teleoperations, is not allowed. It's something you can see on the left here. But it's an approach that most last mile deliveries, especially in the US, have chosen. So instead of directly accessing the controls, we use waypoint navigation. And our operators only have to approve or disapprove the next waypoint. And we're the first last mile delivery company to actually bring this sort of tech stack to the public road, finally making the autonomy on the last mile a reality. The vision behind Theo is to build a delivery platform that can basically be accessed by anyone and operates like a free-floating fleet of robots, similar to the way that we might know it from ride-hailing services like Uber. Our core activities here are really based on the software. It's our telemonitoring, the fleet management, and the ground operations, which that will enable us to enable shared robot use, so we can share the robot between different companies, batch orders from different use cases, which really reduces the cost of deliveries even further and allows us to enable new use cases that simply weren't possible before because it was too expensive. Imagine getting a delivery from your local florist or the laundry shop around the corner. The market for this is really enormous. Just in Europe, from food and groceries alone, we can generate potential revenue of 4 billion euros. Within the first 10 cities that we're going to launch in, we expect revenues of over 120 million euros, for which we plan on launching a fleet of 5,000 robots. Each robot makes around 33,000 euros in revenue annually. This is based, and then we have a 70% gross margin on the operations of the robot. This is based on 500 euros per month fixed maintenance fee, and then 3.90 euros for each delivery. We started on private campuses, and we've already completed 5 pilot projects, and we're actually running a pilot project right now on the Mind Innovation District in Milan, Italy. I'm actually flying back there tomorrow to continue the pilot. From there, we will go to the public streets. We already have 6 LOIs signed here, and are in the final steps to get the certification for our robot. After that, we launch operations for food and groceries on regular operations. Here are some impressions of our pilot projects. And how did those actually work? Customers had 2 options. Either they could order through our own web app or through the app of the delivery partners that we were integrated with. As soon as Theo left, they would get a unique link that they could use to track the GPS location of the robot and could actually follow the delivery live through Theo's eyes by accessing the cameras of the robot as he was driving. We managed to get a 95% delivery success ratio on those pilot projects. And we had an amazing response from our customers. They absolutely loved the robot. They didn't just take hundreds of pictures of the robot, but they also told us things like, the future is here. I'm so excited to meet Theo again. Or, I wish I could always order deliveries from Theo. It's so much cooler. And we already have the next cities lined up. We're talking to traffic departments and delivery partners in Finland, Sweden, and a couple of municipalities in the Netherlands. So why those cities? Because they have an excellent bicycle lane infrastructure, and we have a really great wedge into the market through our partners of Urban Mobility and the Mobility Lab 2022, which are supported and run by governments to bring opportunities like this to their streets. They really want to try it. The team met at Entrepreneur First. I previously founded 2 startups, worked in consulting at BMW and in venture capital. My co-founder Aswin, he built robots just like this for indoor warehousing at his PhD in collaboration with Fraunhofer and MIT. He also worked in logistics, building IoT products for Wirth and Lufthansa Air Cargo. We're also supported by an excellent board of advisors, such as Dhaval Shroff, one of the first employees of the Tesla Autopilot. We also have Nalin Sharma, who has built and manufactured robot fleets from 0 to several thousand. On top of that, we've won many awards, such as being selected as one of the top 50 European mobility startups. The autonomy on the last mile is here. Let's transform urban logistics together. Thank you.